Hey, History Crew. I'm Mr. Dearmon, and unless I'm mistaken, you're probably going through this somewhere near spring break, or maybe towards summer break. But nonetheless, we're tackling the Virginia Standards of Learning U.S. History to 1865, Unit 8, Section D, in under 4 minutes. This is the impact of westward expansion on indigenous peoples. So, quick question. What happens when somebody stronger decides they want to take your home and make you leave? Well, that's what this standard is about, and it's one of the most important parts of U.S. history. Unit 8, Section D asks us to analyze how westward expansion displaced indigenous nations and caused devastating consequences, including the Indian Removal Act, the Trail of Tears, and the Seminole Wars. Well, first, the Indian Removal Act of 1830. This law authorized the U.S. government to move indigenous tribes from their homelands to lands west of the Mississippi River. In simple terms, many indigenous communities were forced off their land so American settlers could move in. One of the most tragic results of the Indian Removal Act was the Trail of Tears in 1838 to 1839. Thousands of Cherokee and other tribes were forced to march over 1,000 miles from the southeastern United States, mainly Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Alabama, to present-day Oklahoma, and thousands died from hunger, exposure, and disease. This was forced relocation, and it caused enormous suffering. Now, not everyone went quietly. The Seminole people of Florida resisted removal in a series of conflicts which were called the Seminole Wars, which lasted from 1817 to 1858. This shows the indigenous nations fought to protect their land, families, and their sovereignty. So, what were the long-term impacts? Well, indigenous communities lost ancestral lands, lives, and cultural stability. These forced relocations also revealed that the government often prioritized expansion over human rights. So here's a quick memory trick. RATS, R-A-T-S. Now, RA will remind you of the Indian Removal Act, passed in 1830, and it was low down and dirty. T is the Trail of Tears, 1838 to 1839, their greatest fears from dirty hate, 1838, 1839. S is the Seminole Wars from 1817 to 1858, from heaven pristine to filthy hate. That's how I'd remember the numbers.
I got a question.
So quick review questions, and you can pause in between each question and discuss amongst the class. So number one, why did the federal government enforce the Indian Removal Act? How did the Trail of Tears violate existing treaties? And how did westward expansion impact indigenous culture and sovereignty? If this helped, check the description for a companion reading and worksheet from our Teachers Pay Teachers store. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share these videos. I'm Mr. Dearmon, and I'll see you in the next session. Keep learning. They will never know They will never know how many takes this particular lesson took. Boy, I can't speak without stumbling. Thank goodness for editing.